Hey, good evening. Be there in a minute. Just got a feet puzzle. Come on. Come on. Okay. How's that look? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Sorry, I got stuck. All right, how's that look? That looks good. All right, so sorry we're a little late starting out tonight. Let me get the stream up and running. Let me get that up and running on the screen here. All right. So, we're back. We took Monday off. Why did we take Monday off? I don't even remember at this point. Whatever. Um, Please do, as always, we are streaming to benefit Extra Life. We are also streaming to benefit your local abortion fund. Please support abortion in your state. um, we apparently offended a listener by retweeting something, and yeah, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Is my basic thought on that. So we are gonna play some Castlevania Anniversary Collection, and there are stories so far that there are some issues with the emulation in a couple of these games. I played it for about 20 minutes earlier, and the big problem I had was the button configuration is a little weird and you can't change it, which is seems like a really stupid oversight by them. And yeah, I don't know. But apparently there's some issues with the first Castlevania game. But we're not gonna play those games. We're gonna play. What was some Game Boy games? Please play in a well-lit room. I was reading that. All right, where's my? Actually, where's my? Yeah. So this has got 6 games. It's got Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3. Oh well, 8 actually. Super Castlevania, Castlevania the Adventure, Belmont's Revenge, Bloodlines, and Kid Dracula. Plus, there's a book. And apparently, there's going to be an update pretty soon that's going to add the Japanese versions of some of these games, which have like really good soundtracks. The Castlevania 3, especially, is pretty awesome. The soundtrack. So, what I thought we would play is Belmont's Revenge, because this game's awesome. we will eventually do a podcast about this game. Because it's great. So the problem with the controls, as you'll see in a second. So it's Y to jump and X to whip. Which you get used to it after a minute, but it's a little weird at first. And I wish you could change it. For a Game Boy game, this looks pretty good on a big screen. And it looks great on the stream, too. I bet there's something cool down there. Yeah, nice. Oh. So far so good with this game. The game I read this earlier has problems is the first Castlevania game. That stage 15 basically glitches if there's too many enemies on the screen. Oh, crap. Oh. Jeez. Okay, you can slide down. Got it. Come on, get off! Get off! Hmm. Got it. Oh, geez. How am I going to make this jump? Come on, go down, go down, go down, go down. Ah! Alright, took me back here. That's alright. Alright, let's try to go down. Oh, okay. Ah. This is annoying. Got him. Ah, come on. Yeah, this button setup on here is not ideal, let's say. And you can't change it. Because if you pause and then you hit, yeah, top L, this is all you get. And if you hit controls, all it gives you is what the controls are. It doesn't let you change them, which is like really silly, I think. I don't get it. Oh, Sarah, thank you for the hosts. I ran into Sarah yesterday in a store. And we got to hang out. Ah. We don't have to try another stage. Oh, what time is it? It's 8:27? Alright, let's try another game. So we got exit. Man, Castlevania Bloodlines. I'm so psyched this is on here. Yeah, Castlevania Bloodlines is kind of the game that like doesn't really get a lot of attention in these collections usually, and it's gonna be in the Genesis collection along with. We were talking about the Wily Wars a while ago. It was announced. What was that? It's this morning, I guess, that the Wily Wars are gonna be in the new collection. What is Puzzle doing? I don't know what he's doing. He's had a tense couple of days. I had a visitor yesterday, and he was not happy. Let's play Castlevania Adventure. I got this, I think with my Game Boy. When the Game Boy came out. I think this is a Christmas game. Pretty sure. I remember not liking it. Oh, this looks way better. I'm looking over at the stream. This looks way better on the stream than it does on my 49-inch TV. I like the rope climbing dynamic that they added to these games. It's interesting. And these eyeballs. We probably won't. I don't know. We probably won't do a full podcast on this game. I do have this idea at one point to do like kind of a roundup of a bunch of Castlevania games that we're never gonna do full episodes on, like Haunted Castle and stuff like that. Yeah, Haunted Castle's not good. This music's pretty cool. Like, it sounds enough like Castlevania music, but it's very clearly like on the Game Boy. Like that dun 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 dun. It sounds like it could be in Castlevania 2. I think those mountain backgrounds are cool too. Yeah, man, this looks way better on the stream than it does on my TV. Wow. I'm just kind of looking over right now. Yeah, some older games definitely don't look great on newer TVs. Oh. Yeah, like that dun, 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 at the end. It totally sounds like Castlevania 2. Ooh, these jumps are really heavy. Yeah, I remember this part. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. Oh, that was like a wall meat heart. Oh, hey, Enzo Taki. How's the game? The emulation's a little rough in a couple of places on this collection, apparently, but so far it's been okay for me. Ooh, some slowdown there. Let me pause for a second. My, problem so far has been the button configuration is, a little weird, and that you can't change it. I mean, you get used to it after a couple minutes, but it's like jump is Y and whip is X in every game, and it's just You get used to it, but it's a little weird. Ah. Apparently, there are some emulation issues with the first Castlevania game in this collection. When you get to stage... I read on Reddit earlier that when you get to stage 15, there's a part where there's a bunch of enemies on the screen, and it just crashes the game. And someone was suggesting that they used the wrong ROM for it. That there's a ROM that doesn't happen on or something, and so I don't know. But that's kind of a bummer. And this was put together by M2, who usually do, you know, really good work. Does this collection complete the saga story-wise, besides X and Symphony of the Night? So sort of. So this has the 3 NES games, plus the game on the Genesis, the 1 Super Nintendo game that isn't, you know, Dracula X, also known as, you know, Rondo of Blood, which was a Super Nintendo port of that's, like, not that good. It's got the 2 Game Boy games, Kid Dracula, which was unreleased in America. So there's some other stuff besides Symphony of the Night and Rondo, which are been ported to the PS4. Let me pause for a second. Have been ported to the PS4. So there's also the arcade game Haunted Castle, which is available, I think it's in Arcade Archives, like a hamster game. And it's not, most Konami arcade games aren't that good. And then, what else is there? So there's a couple ports of the original Castlevania game to different systems. The MSX in Japan, where there was a different version of Metal Gear also. That hasn't been reissued. There's also there's an Amiga version of the first Castlevania game that's like really different. I've never played it, but there's videos on YouTube. Then the other thing that's going to come to this collection at some point, allegedly, is the Japanese versions of the NES games, which have, like, way, way better soundtracks, because the Famicom had that extra sound chip. And those soundtracks are, like, the Castlevania 3 especially is, like, really, really, really good. Like, it is a phenomenal soundtrack. Got him. And you can if you go on YouTube, you can hear it, but it's really, really good. And then, oh, I'm trying to think. There's an Apple II version of Castlevania that I don't, I doubt would ever get reissued probably. I'm trying to think of what else is out there. Who knows what they even have at Konami anymore, because I know some of the Castlevania people lost stuff in the 2011 earthquake in Japan. But there's also a version of Super Castlevania that There's like a demo version that there's video of on YouTube. There's a commercial. I guess it's not really a commercial. It's more of like one of those those promo videos that'd be sent to game dealers or like Toys R Us or something like that. There's a really infamous moment where in it where the really intense narrator talks about how Simon Belmont goes through a room, and the way he says it makes it sound like going through a room is like the most hardcore thing you could ever do in a video game. And there's footage in that version of the game that looks like it's looks like it comes from it looks like it comes from the NES almost, because I've always heard that Castlevania 4 was originally supposed to be an NES game, and I think this gets kind of confirmed by recent stories about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and how the popularity of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game, which is really terrible. Greg Stewart was just streaming that the other night. Basically killed off a fourth Castlevania game on the NES. But that's, I mean, and again, who knows what's actually out there for that, but there's definitely different footage. There's different, I think it's like level 3 of what eventually becomes Super Castlevania that's colored differently. Simon kind of looks different. And then, so after all those games, then then you get to Rondo of Blood, which was reissued, was redone here in America as Dracula X, which is, Rondo of Blood's way better. And then, Cynthia the Night. And then the next one would be, and you can get this on the PS... man, this level's hard. Wait, how do I get... Alright, so you gotta jump. Okay, I see how you do it. The next game, and you can get it on the PS3 as a PS1 game, is Castlevania Chronicles, which was a redone version of the MSX version of Castlevania. And it was completely redone for the PlayStation. And it's like really awesome. It's like this like totally random other 2D Castlevania game. And what's really interesting about it is it has a lot of the classic music, but it also has a lot of new tracks. And because it was a game that came out in, I think it was 99 or 2000, like a lot of it's like techno music, which is just, it's so like, and like not techno, but like ambient music, I guess is the word for it. And it's like so different. I mean, almost like some of the music in Cynthia. It's almost like some of the music in Cynthia the Night, too. And it's just like really different from what you kind of expect in a Castlevania game. And that game is, you can get it for a couple bucks on the PS3 store. Oh! And then, after that, you get into the Game Boy Advance, like Ori of Ecclesia and Aria of Sorrow. Which, if there's a second volume to this, I bet those games are next. Which would be really cool, because those games are awesome. But yeah, I mean, the basics are all here, but I mean, there is some completionist stuff that isn't. But I mean, the addition of Kid Dracula is pretty cool, I gotta say. I'm definitely into that. Because that game was never released in America. And that's your Castlevania history moment for this stream. Yeah, this game came out right when with the Game Boy. I think I got it at Christmas that year. I'm pretty sure I got it like right away, or like maybe like a couple weeks later, or something. Oh! All right, jumps are so heavy. Like, oof. Ugh, not good. All right, I'll be right back. I just wanted to check on Puzzle, see how he was doing. Puzzle had a rough day yesterday. We had a couple visitors, and he was pretty upset about it. No, we're not going to continue, actually. This game sucks. So Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge is pretty good. And then Bloodlines on the Genesis. That was the only Genesis game. Also known as Castlevania New Generation. I've also seen this game called Vampire Killer as well, but that's confusing it with the other Vampire Killer. And then Kid Dracula. And there's a book. Let's see what's in the book. Oh, very cool. Yeah, those Famicom covers are awesome. What's up with Simon's armor in Super Castlevania? Yeah, see? Vampire Killer. I told you. Yeah. It was really cool. What do we want to play? Let's play some Super Castlevania. Another released pretty much close to a system coming out. I didn't get it on Christmas '91. One of my friends did. I got it, months later. But man, this game is so good. Oh, in this game you can change everything. Okay, good. Aha. Okay, so we want A jump, B whip, item Y. A jump, B whip. Actually make it B Y R. Yeah, there we go. I forget if you can put help me in this one, like you can in the other one, in Castlevania 3. Man, what an iconic scene this is. So cool. Clouds part, and here you go. And then this music. We streamed through this game back, when was that? It was in the fall, I guess. Fall, winter. And then that organ music hits. Oh, so cool. My friend got this, Christmas '91. I actually went over his house at like lunchtime that day because we were a couple of weirdos who had to do that, and I could not believe this game. Like when you went behind the screen like that, it was just like, what in the world is this? This is so cool. All right, so this is playing pretty good. Yes, thank you. Maybe I should have gotten X for special weapons. And then this, so cool. Yeah, show off those Mode 7 graphics. That morning I'd played Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is another one that heavily shows off those Mode 7 graphics. A lot of these early Super Nintendo games seem almost like tech demos for the system. Wall meat. Oh, double. Even better than wall meat. No matter how delicious wall meat is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see the thing up at the top? And the horses. Horse heads. You can get that one. Hearts. And you can actually jump up on stairs, which was always a problem in the original Castlevania games. I love the stuff in the background of the windows. That's one of my favorite things in a lot of Castlevania games. Symphony of the Night and this, and... Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Wall meat. But it comes from yeah, in this game, wall meat comes from candles. So it's candle meat. Which I have to say is confusing. There's our boss. Yeah, R is not the best for this. I should have done X. That's okay. And if you listen to the podcast, you'll recall this as our segment change music for a while. Our current segment change music is from Suikoden 2. Another Konami game that could use a reissue. Yeah, this music's so cool too. You can always count on Castlevania games to have really, really good soundtracks. Yeah, this level here was what, in that demo video I was talking about earlier, it's like way different. Yeah, if you go on YouTube and search for like Super Castlevania ad or something like that, it'll come up. But it's like not an ad, it's like a promo for, like, it would be sent to like Toys R Us or like Funko Land or whatever back then, KB. But the narrator's like hilariously intense. How's it look on the stream? Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, this is playing pretty good. Yeah, we played through. Yeah, it was in the. Yeah, I guess it was the fall we played through this. Something like that. Fall, winter. Ah. There we go. Yeah, this music's so good. Freaking frogs. I got killed by a frog in Symphony of the Night the other day. Yeah, we'll get back to streaming Symphony of the Night probably next week. We'll stream at least like once or twice more. And then I'll play it offline for a while until we get closer to the end, and then we'll hop back in. Because I gave it like a month, so I want to play some other games. Thank you, Candle Meat, that is not wall meat. Ah. Yeah, R was not the best trigger button choice. Yeah, I'm just kind of messing around here. Unlike our usual super intensely serious streams. No, we're never serious on these streams. Ah. Alright, let's play another game. I hopped into Castlevania 2 earlier, and there's some weirdness with the backgrounds. I saw somebody else say that too. I don't know, it was weird. Castlevania 3 was our first episode of the podcast. So we've done episodes about Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, and Castlevania 4. Eventually we'll do one. I want to do Belmont's Revenge as well, and maybe Bloodlines. Let's play Kid Dracula. I've never played this game. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm awake. Okay. A jumps, B throws things. Just trying to get the controls down here. Whoa, slow down. Alright. Interesting so far. Wall meat. By a wall. Some definite slowdown. Huh. Alright, so this kind of looks like Castlevania stuff. Alright, so a lot of the Castlevania-ish... no! Whoa! Conventions. Oh yeah, that's right. I can shoot up. I keep forgetting I can shoot up. Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. Wait, I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? That Frankenstein's monster looks like, Brainy Smurf. That was weird. Yeah, there we go. Is that, Wow. Whoa, whoa, hey! He has a big brother. Huh. Alright. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Dude, this is super weird. Okay. So far, this is a pretty fun platformer. Oh, hey, it's Bewitched. Oh, oops. Whoa. Last soda. Alright. Oh, okay. I see where you gotta jump. Got it. At least I thought I did. What time is it? 9:11. Wait for another like 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. Eee. Ah. Whoa. This is pretty fun. We might have to do a full stream of this game. If I can get past this part. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh! Okay. Alright, that's kind of cool. It's hard, for sure. Yeah, never played that one before, so let's go back to our main menu. Yeah, so, I don't know. It's a cool collection. I mean, there's definitely some issues, but hopefully they'll get fixed. But yeah, you know, I mean, you get the 3 NES games, one of the 2 Super Nintendo games, and the other one seems to have been redacted a little bit, it seems. The 2 Game Boy games, you get the Genesis game, and you get Kid Dracula. So, and then Cynthia the Knight and Rondo are on. They've been reissued. They were actually reissued. Rondo Blood was reissued on the Vita, and Cynthia the Knight was reissued on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but now they're both on the PS4. That's the collection I've been streaming from. And then, yeah, I guess next would be Castlevania Chronicles, Aria's Sorrow, or Viclasia. Something like that. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll play some more of this. We'll play some more Kid Dracula, definitely. And we kind of played through some of these other games already. So, I don't know, for 20 bucks, especially if you don't have all these games in one place, you know, this is a good way to get them all. And Bloodlines is going to be on the Genesis collection. It's coming out in the fall. So, that's cool. Alright, I think we're going to wrap up for tonight. I got a couple things to do before some other stuff tonight. And tomorrow's the last day of the school year, graduation. So, very cool. So, alright. Thanks to everybody who stopped by. Thank you, Sarah, for streaming. It was so great to run into you yesterday. And talk soon. Oh, like, listen to the podcast and whatnot. That would be a good idea. We're going to have new episodes out fairly soon. The Final Fantasy IX script is mostly done. I got a couple more things to add to it, but it's at like 4,400 words or something. I mean, it's going to be long. And there's still other stuff I could even have gone into, and I decided against. I was like, we're going to cut this off. And then Sonic 2 one I'm working on. You know, hopefully both of those will be out by the end of the month. And then I'm not sure what's next, but we'll get there. So, according to the overlay, Phantasy Star 3, yes, that very much could be. I think We're in the World of Carmen Sandiego is going to be up next also, and Shadowgate is going to be another one. So, yeah, cool. Talk soon. For real.